Title: The Awakening of Mr. Philosopher Inti Living Room. Day. Meet Mr. Philosopher, a middle-aged man with thick glasses and a passion for deep thinking. He sits on his favorite armchair, surrounded by piles of books. Suddenly, his mischievous cat, Whiskers, jumps onto his lap, interrupting his reading. Mr. Philosopher chuckles, "Ah, Whiskers, always reminding me to take breaks from my philosophical ponderings." Mr. Philosopher pets Whiskers, and as he does, he gazes thoughtfully into space. Mr. Philosopher: "You know, Whiskers, I've been reading about this idea that God is dead. It sounds alarming, but let me explain." Whiskers meows curiously, as if encouraging him to continue. Mr. Philosopher, conted: "It's not about a literal death of God, but more about a shift in our beliefs. Long ago, many people used to believe in a higher power, a guiding force in the universe. But as time passed, some began to question these beliefs. As Mr. Philosopher speaks, dreamy animation sequences appear, showing ancient people worshipping various gods and goddesses." Mr. Philosopher, conted: "With the advancement of science and the rise of reason, people started to question the traditional beliefs. The animation shifts to modern times, with scientists exploring the wonders of the universe." Mr. Philosopher, conted: "Many began to seek answers through knowledge and evidence rather than relying solely on faith. Suddenly, an image of a tombstone appears with God written on it, symbolizing the notion of God is dead." Mr. Philosopher, conted: "Now, this doesn't mean that people no longer believe in God. It's more about a shift in our culture and understanding of the world." Mr. Philosopher's face lights up as he continues, this time using everyday objects to illustrate his point. Mr. Philosopher, conted: "Imagine if we relied on candles to see at night, but then electricity was discovered. The candles wouldn't be dead, but we would use electricity to light up our lives." Whiskers playfully swats at a nearby lamp, as if understanding the analogy. Mr. Philosopher, conted: "So, God is dead means that we now seek meaning and purpose in different ways. We find fulfillment through our actions, relationships, and the pursuit of knowledge." Whiskers purrs contently, as if appreciating the newfound wisdom. Mr. Philosopher, cont: "Life becomes even more meaningful when we take charge of our own destinies and embrace the wonders of the world." Mr. Philosopher smiles. "Embrace ye,